How's it going, everybody? Rybread here today, and we're going to be continuing our Yankees franchise mode. So if you remember in the last video, we went ahead and finished up the season. After the couple trades we made, we looked a lot better, in my opinion. This is how we were in September. We were not good on Wednesdays, apparently. And in August, this team was very, very good. So the future's looking bright, like I said in the last video. So let's go ahead and get to the postseason. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and follow a team in the postseason because we can. You know what? Let's go ahead and follow my New York Mets for the postseason. We'll go ahead and if they get eliminated, we'll see who goes ahead and advance. And hey, and look at that. They win game number 1 with Jacob deGrom pitching. Nice. Syndergaard then gets the win in game number 2. And then Steven Matz versus John Lester. And the Mets sweep the Cubs. So if we're looking at what else is going around in the league, the Dodgers have advanced to the NLCS, and both ALDS series are tied at 1. Jesus. Let's go here. Let's go actually view the Red Sox. Or yeah, it's the Red. Okay, so the Toronto Blue Jays are actually facing elimination right now, and they have been eliminated. So let's see. The Red Sox, are going to a game number 5 against Cleveland and have been eliminated. So nobody in our division is still in the postseason. So there we go. We don't have to listen to all those other teams' fans cheering about how they won and we didn't. All right, let's go back to the Mets-Dodgers series, shall we? Just to see how that one goes. So it's Clayton Kershaw versus Jacob deGrom. Game number 1, yeah, Clayton Kershaw is a beast in this game. Syndergaard gets the win in game number 2. Steven Matz loses, Wheeler loses, and then there it is. So the Dodgers have eliminated the Mets in 5 games, 4-1. In LA and Cleveland are both tied right now. So let's go ahead and follow Cleveland. They are tied 2-2 in the series. And then the Angels Cleveland is actually down 2-3 now. Oh, they force a game 7 in game number 7 in Cleveland. Cleveland is back to the World Series, and they are playing the Dodgers in the World Series. So let's go ahead and view this from the Dodgers' point of view, just so I know exactly what we're doing here. And the Dodgers get smoked. Kershaw actually, I don't think he gave up 7 runs, and then Cleveland takes the first 2 games, but then the Dodgers come back, win game number 3, and game number 4, and game number 5, and game number 6. So Cleveland was up 2-0, and then the Dodgers have just won the 2018 World Series. So I think that's actually, they've won both World Series since I've been doing this. Let's go ahead and check out the awards. The World Series MVP, yep, to the Dodgers back-to-back years. So the Dodgers have won back-to-back World Series champions. Wow, good for the Dodgers. Good for them. But next year it's our turn, boys. Let's go ahead and begin the offseason, and there we go. It is now time to be retired players. And if anybody here jumps out at you, Brett Gardner on the Angels retired, so we got rid of him at the perfect time. Let's see here. Anyone else? Nobody that is really that important to me. Adrian Gonzalez. So these guys went out on top as World Series champions, as back-to-back World Series champions, as a matter of fact. And only Adrian Beltre made the 2018 Hall of Fame. So let's go ahead. And what do we got going on here? Alrighty then. So they've called up Eric Hosmer. I don't understand. All right. So let's go ahead, go by position, and let's go backwards here. I always go from starting pitchers first, and I skip over them. So Billy McKinney. He's probably going to want a cheap deal. Yep, there we go. I'm going to sign all the guys on cheap deals first. Blake Rutherford, there we go. He's on a cheap deal. Brandon Marsh, same thing with him. And then Jahmai Jones. He actually wants a real contract, so we'll have to make a decision on him. Let's see. We'll go ahead. Actually, no, we don't have unlimited cash flow. So Mark Payton, go ahead and give him one. Okay, and these 2 guys want real, actual. Jeremy Mitre doesn't want a ton of money, so maybe for 3 years, $833,000. I can do that. That's fine. I'll offer that for now. Ronald Torreyes, no, I'll just go ahead and keep looking. Maikel Franco, I think we found our third baseman of the future here, boys. During the trade for Maikel Franco, so there we go. Our third base is set. Roberto Valentine, we'll go ahead and offer him a contract, and Gosuke Kato, I don't know. Mike Ford isn't that the governor, or not the governor, the mayor of Toronto? Huh, interesting. All right, let's keep going. These guys all have D potential. This guy, why not? Go ahead and offer him a contract. Relief pitchers. Tyler Clippard, we need to make a decision on him. I might want to sign him for like 1 year, 2 years maybe. Probably 2 years, because I don't see him getting dropping off that quickly. So Dylan Tate, go ahead and bring him back. Yes, bring him back. We'll bring back Tyler Jones. Why not? Tommy Lane, he's going to want a real contract, real contract, real contract. Acevedo, who's 19 years of age but is already a 76. I don't think he's going to grow much more. He is a C potential player, so there is that. Oh, God, and then all these guys up here want real contracts. So let's go ahead and go to starting pitchers. We'll go from the top down here just because, okay, Julio Alonso. Yeah, you know what? I can do 640 for, yeah, that's fine. I'll offer that to him now. Minor league deal here. Minor league deal for Gavin Gesualdo, however you pronounce it. Brady Lale, let's go ahead and make an offer there. Eric Davies wants a real contract, but it's, oh, no, he doesn't, just kidding. It's just a minor league contract, yep, right there. Right there. Hopefully we won't get into any kind of budgetary issues. Once we start winning, our budget goes up when our proportion of what we get from it also increases. You know what? I can sign this guy. He looks to be pretty good, so I'll go ahead and offer him a contract. The same thing with Tom Green. 3 years at 1.2. I can take that exactly. And then Aaron Nola. You know what? Yeah, I definitely think this is somebody we want, but let's go ahead and simulate a day just to see who re-signs with us and if we have enough players in the minor league systems, all right? Accepted. I'm flying through these. Do we still? Nope, no offers left, and we still have 2.4 million in cash flow, so that's nice to see. Let's go ahead and actually go by position here and manage roster. We'll go ahead and start with starting pitcher. So Aaron Nola is the only guy we need to worry about. We have plenty of depth in the system, so we could even let a guy like Kyle. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to let both of these guys go. Release these players here and him there. All right, so now we have 27 starting pitchers, and that includes Aaron Nola, so we want to re-sign him. As far as relief pitchers, we can go ahead and release this guy. Actually, you know what? I might want to re-sign these two. Actually, you know what? Only one of these guys. I only need one of the. Oh, damn it! I don't want to edit them. I only need. Jesus, where'd it go? All right, there we go. I don't only need one of these guys. We've got plenty of relief pitchers in the system. Same thing with Tommy Lane. Let's go ahead and release him. You know what? I'll go ahead and re-sign Chasen Shreve and Bruce Rendon and Ryan Dull and Tyler Clippard. Tyler Clippard, I'm not going to re-sign for too much longer. Hopefully, I'll be able to get him for a year. So yeah, let's go ahead and offer him that 1-year contract at 4.6 for the bullpen, just because I don't know how much he's going to drop, and he's really excited to be here. So you know, I'm not going to lowball him too much. Cole Koshow, yep, he wants a regular low contract. Shreve, okay, wants $640,000 for 1 year, so we can go ahead and give that to him, save a little bit of money here instead of a multi-year deal where we're going to have to pay him like $1 million per year. Bruce Rendon, yeah, that's fine. I think actually a 2-year deal means he only wants $1.9 million per year, so it may be a shorter contract, and we may have to re-sign him sooner, but at least we get him on a lower cap hit or budgetary hit. You know what? 3 years at 1.5 sounds good to me. I can go ahead and sign Ryan Dull for 3 years at 1.5. Perfect. So there's the bullpen guys. Let's see, all these middle-of-the-road players. We'll go ahead and sign this guy. He's not going to be expensive, and this guy. But we're going to go ahead and let him walk. Matt Snyder, I think. Yeah, we've got plenty of first basemen. Greg Bird and Chris Carter aren't growing, and I saw some of your guys' comments saying to trade them, and I'm actually not opposed to that whatsoever. So we'll have to see what we could get for them. Yep, $633,000 per year, perfect. And Ronnie Cagle is back. Michael Franco will save because he's got a bigger contract. Let's go ahead and what third baseman? Yeah, we might want to re-sign these guys. These are just minor league deals anyway. So you know what? Let's go ahead and sign all of them back. Why not? Because they're not going to be much of a hit. Ronald Torreyes, $640,000 for 1 year. I'm loving these $640,000 contracts, boys, because it keeps the budget low. And it allows us to have a little bit more flexibility in free agency. So you know what? Both of these guys can come back. Why not? It's just $2,000 per week. It's not going to put us over, right? I hope it wouldn't anyways. $2,000 per week, that'd be really cutting it close. Besides, we could always unload somebody if that needed to be. Go ahead and re-sign this guy for $640,000 per year. That's fine. And there we go. So there's those guys. Those guys should all be signed. Let's go ahead and simulate a day. Perfect. Nice. I haven't seen rejected. I'm flipping through them pretty quickly, though, so Yep, so nobody's rejected, and we just need to sign a few more players. Maikel Franco is probably going to take a decent amount of, yeah, he wants, well, you know, we'll sign him for 3 years at $4.9 million per year, because that means we could go out and sign somebody in free agency too, and wow, that really lowers everything, Jesus. You know what, let's go ahead and give him $15 million for 3 years. He's an everyday player, that's perfect for me. And then Aaron Nola, let's go ahead and check out the same thing. He wants, for 3 years, he only wants 4.9. That's, you know what, that's good with me too, because that's a lot less per week we have to pay him, and that helps us sign other players as well. You know, let's give him the same exact contract in the rotation. Yep, perfect. And then, you know what, we can go ahead and sign some of these guys back. They're on minor league deals anyway, so let's go ahead and advance a day. Nola has accepted, Franco has accepted, and all right, perfect. So there we go, boys. There's a couple players on waivers here that we don't necessarily want anymore. Let me go ahead and check out a couple of the guys that are unsigned and where they fit in our roster. There we go. So we definitely don't need this many catchers. We'll go ahead and release him. Yeah, I don't know if I want him still because we'll go ahead and release him. There we go. Let's see. Span. I thought I just offered him a contract. I thought I just re-signed him. John Span, that third baseman? Yeah, hold on. What if I advance a day? Is it going to change? I swear I just offered him a contract. Yeah, I guess I didn't. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and offer him a contract. Yep, John Span. Perfect. And then let's go ahead. Those other two guys, they shouldn't last very long. It's not a first baseman. It's, yep, there's Span. We just offered him a contract. And then this guy can go ahead. We can release him. And then that's it, I think. Yeah, we're all set. All right. Let's go ahead and advance a day. Let's go ahead and manage contracts. Oh, he rejected our offer? Is he? All right. I mean, I'm not going to complain if he wants to leave the team. That's fine because our cash flow is at $1.57 million, which means we have a lot of money to spend per week. So let's go ahead and see who's available. And oh my God. Wow, that would be a splash signing if I've ever seen one. We could go out and get Manny Machado, boys. I know last year we were unable to get Andrew McCutchen, but this year it's even better with Manny Machado available. Let's go ahead. Oh, come on, Jesus. Now after I just thought I found my, you know what? Can Franco can play first base. I'd like to, Greg Bird and Chris Carter are both dropping off, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and see what we could get for them, probably prospect-wise. Let's go ahead and go prospects, or we could even go MLB ready. And wow, that's a really good trade offer right off the bat. We get a potential first baseman, a potential starting pitcher, and yeah, that's a great trade from the Blue Jays. And never mind, this isn't an even better trade. Is it a better trade? Because, you know what? Oh my God, this trade from the Rangers is pretty good. That's not that bad of a trade. That one's pretty good too, but that's a closing pitcher. You can't be fooled by the closing pitcher A potential because there's plenty of closing pitchers out there who have good potential, so you don't really want to get suckered into being like, oh my God, there's so many A potential players because these guys are closing pitchers. So this Blue Jays trade here looks like it's personally my favorite. I can get rid of a first baseman who's not growing. That guy's basically as good as Greg Bird is right now from the Blue Jays. I know I don't like trading within our own division, but damn, that's a good trade. So is this Indians trade? We get a potential catcher, a potential relief pitcher, and a potential starting pitcher. So Reed, Foley, Lusk, and Vega, and then I'll go ahead and edit this Indians trade, see if I can get somebody instead of that catcher, because I don't really want a catcher. Catcher... Where is he? Oh, wow, they have plenty of catchers here. And then, nope, they don't really have a first baseman prospect. So let's go ahead and make that trade with the Blue Jays then. What were their names? That starting pitcher, he was B potential. Reed Foley. Yep, he's growing, so he's pretty good. Let's see, what else was it? Oh, my God, I already forgot. Let's see here if I threw in Greg Bird and Chris Carter. And hit prospects, all right, I'll just go ahead and keep looking then. What were they? It was a relief pitcher. It was a young relief pitcher too. He was like 18 years old or something like that. And then, oh no, maybe it wasn't an 18-year-old relief pitcher. Oh God, I forgot the frickin' names of the players already. Let's go ahead and go, Jesus, hopefully that trade is still there because, God, I goofed. Carter and Bird. Prospects from the Blue Jays. Reed, Foley, Lusk, and Vega. There it is. I think this is a great trade because, like, those two guys aren't going to get much better. I'm afraid Greg Bird is not going to grow anymore. Our cash flow goes way up, and we get a potential first baseman in the future, a starting pitcher that could be something pretty nice, and then a project right fielder. And then the Indians trade was that again. That starting pitcher who's got the A potential is very tempting, but I definitely like that first baseman who, you know what? I'm going to get the, no, I'm going with this one. Perfect, there we go. So we just unloaded both Greg Bird and Chris Carter, and in hopes of signing Manny Machado, and we can throw, what's-his-face back at first. Michael Franco, there we go, that's his name. Manage contracts, Manny Machado. Let's go ahead and what can we offer? What can I do for you? Oh God, let's give him 10 years and give him a player option as well, and he'll be a star. Perfect. Wait, do we not have a coach on the team? Shoot. Did one of our? No, we're good actually. We're actually good on coaching. So you know what? Let's go ahead and keep looking. Who else is available out here? You know, some decent players, so if we miss out on him, it's not the end of the world. As far as true first baseman, I mean, Paul Goldschmidt's still available, but I don't know if I want to sign him for that kind of money because I know he's 31 and he's 90. He's very good, but some catchers here if we needed them. Let's see here. Closing pitcher, Zach Britton, but we don't really need him. Oh, I would like to sign a guy like Nate Jones. Yeah, Nate Jones. How much can I get? Not a closer. You know what? I'll tell him he's going to be a closer and $7.5 million per year because that would beef up the bullpen quite a bit. And then there's a guy like Dallas Keuchel. But you know what? If I look at our pitching rotation and our bullpen, yeah, I'd rather have a bullpen guy over a starter because let's go ahead and look here. Yeah, Nola is apparently better than Severino as well. So. Let's see, there we go. That's not that bad of a starting rotation. Hopefully it can do well for us. If not, Selman's still here and he's still growing for us, and then Peralta as well. But if we could get a guy like, I just offered him a contract. What's his name? Nate Jones, an 82 overall bullpen guy. 82 overall, it replaces Ryan Dull, and then maybe we can trade Ryan Dull for some low-level prospect, or just, or trade Bruce Rondon, instead as well. He didn't have the greatest season last year, but, you know, I don't think that a lot of that was his fault just because the team wasn't that good. I think this is our year to go for it, which is why I'm going to give it all to put it all on the line for a guy like Manny Machado. Let's go ahead and see. Ian Kinsler is still available out there too. But God, a guy like Manny Machado would make this team so much better. And I don't want to just jump on the big name, but it's definitely a position of need and something that would help us immensely. So let's go ahead here and check out any potential players that are young and have some potential. So maybe bolster our prospects using the free agency. You know, sometimes we don't always hit in the draft, but you know, there's sometimes the computer will let a guy like this first baseman prospect, they'll let him go. Let's go ahead and give him $100,000. See if he'll accept that from us because he's A potential and he's 21. So yeah, you can't be fooled by like a guy like Jose Bautista. Jesus, he's down to a 65. He's 38 though, so. I know he's got A potential, but you know sometimes my eyes pause. Like right there, Matt Belesley. I don't know how to say that name, but he's 38, and I saw the B, and I hesitated for a second. Oh, but here's another first baseman prospect. Let's go ahead and offer him a contract as well, just because these guys could turn it. Wow, there's so many first baseman prospects. All right, I'm not going to go for him. Here's a second baseman prospect. I know he's 23, but what do we have as far as prospects? Actually, no, we're pretty good on prospects. Fred Cotton, what about center field? No, we've got guys in center field too. We got outfield prospects. Let's keep scrolling through here. Shortstop prospect. You know what? Let's go ahead and give this guy an offer just because why not? We can. It's only a couple thousand per week. And our only offers are out to offers. There we go. Manny Machado and Nate Jones. So he's going to be, he's going to be $1.2 million per week. So that would then be down to $580,000, and he is going to be $280,000 per week. So that means we're going to have a positive $300,000 left if both of these guys come to New York. Let's go ahead and see. Manny Machado has accepted the Yankees offer. Hell yeah, boys. There's the splash signing that we weren't able to get last year, and there we go. Now we've got a stud third baseman, taking him away from the Orioles, and he is now on our team. And Luis Sedano, Alfonso Blanco, and Lee Bear. All right, perfect. All right, and Zach Britton went to the Cubs. Perfect. All right. That's awesome, guys. I am pumped. Now, I know you guys might be saying, well, you just signed a third baseman in the future. Well, just a third baseman in general. But I think Maikel Franco can actually play first for us. I mean, he's not too bad of a hitter. And Manny Machado, I mean, how do you pass up on a guy like Manny Machado? At that age, he could still grow, which is the scary thing. And he hits very, like, extremely well. So we'll be putting one of those guys at first, or if maybe we could even try out Benito Vega at first, or Rodney Lieber, or Alfonso Blanco. And man, it's so nice to have options again, boys. Jorge Mateo, there we go. He's growing for us, so he'll probably he'll be our starting second baseman. Manny Machado will be the starting third baseman. Maikel Franco's the starting first, and then Gleyber Torres will be our starting shortstop. Out in left field, we'll have Michael Conforto. We'll have Clint Frazier at center field. Yeah, he'll be our true center fielder. Damn, he's growing a lot too. And then in right field, we have Aaron Judge, who's looking to continue growing. Like he's been producing for us, so hopefully he can keep growing for us. And then as far as did I skip one? Nah. Let's go to the starting rotation. We have Tanaka, Pineda, Nola, Severino, and Bauer. And then we have Selman and Peralta. We can actually put a guy like Tom Green in the bullpen. That would make him a lot happier too. So if we called him up and put him in the bullpen, that would be fantastic for him. And then Nate Jones, we're actually still waiting for a guy for Nate Jones to go ahead and accept our contract offer. We are still the number one. Oh my God, he's being way undercut. So you know what? Let's go ahead and undercut him just a little bit for 1 year. Let's just tell him he's going to be in the bullpen because that's what he should be expecting. 6.2. There we go. We can still undercut him a little bit more. I know this is a little bit of a cheesy thing to do, but I'm going to try and save money whatever way possible. Let's go ahead, $6 million. They're going to give him, what is that, 5.8 per year? All right, I can go all the way down to 1 year. Tell him he's going to be in the bullpen at 5.8 or 5. You know what? Let me give it from 5.7. And there we go. We're still the best offer. So 5.7 for 1 year. I'd take it. I know he's going to be upset. But that just gives us a little bit more. Actually, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to give him exactly what he wants. He doesn't get to be the closer, but he gets to be in the bullpen because we'll still have $537,000 after signing him. So you know what? We'll give him what he wants so he doesn't get upset because we already have our closer in Aroldis Chapman, and he's still growing, which is how is his potential going up? And he's 31. That's just impressive to me. All right, let's go ahead here and. Go ahead and advance a day and see if... Oh, that's not the advance a day screen. I mean, we could still go after Paul Goldschmidt, but oh my God, the Dodgers are going after Paul Goldschmidt? How oh my God, I'm frightened by the LA Dodgers. If they manage to sign Paul Goldschmidt, rest in peace the rest of Major League Baseball, because if that team is still clicking the way it was these past 2 seasons, they might three-peat. Jesus. We could also sign a guy like Dallas Keuchel just for a year, but you know what? No, I'd rather give our guys our younger guys a chance to go ahead and start and grow. Guys like Severino and Trevor Bauer, maybe even Selman, and then we've got that guy in the system, Tom Green, born in New Jersey, 19 years of age, 97 stamina. So you know what? I kind of want to promote him to the MLB, but we'll go ahead and make the line changes when we get to spring training. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and advance a day here. Nate Jones has accepted the Yankees offer, and Paul Goldschmidt went to the Dodgers. Damn. That team is going to be scary good. I know we're good. I think we're going to be good too. In fact, I have a strong feeling that we're going to be a really, really good team. But I don't... wait, who are we still offering $17.9 million to? Pending offers? Did we qualify somebody? I hope not. I hope we didn't qualify any of these guys. Yankees unsigned players. Okay, let's offer him. Wait, why is there still... I'm so confused right now. Did we tender somebody? I don't think so. Anyway, I want to go check out the Dodgers real quick. Let's go ahead and check them out up here. And damn, Kershaw and then Kenley Jansen, Goldschmidt and Seager and Turner, and oh my God, George Springer. Yasiel Puig is up to an 89. Alex Wood is a relief pitcher. Then Kent Maeda, Josh Fields, Yasmani Grandal. Holy shit. This team is unbelievable. I mean, Jock Peterson, they haven't signed yet. Is he a free agent? Can I go steal him away or no? No, he's not on the list here, so I'm kind of confused. I don't know what is going on and why I still have 17.9 million. Yeah, that's weird. Let's go ahead and just advance a day. Did it say he was no longer interested in our offer? You know what? Screw that. I don't need him. Let's go ahead. Oh, who did what now? Who got a contract? Brad Bratch. That's a weird name. Has just been scooped up by the Astros in the free agent pool. Is he like somebody worth noting? Because I don't think there's anybody with any kind of potential that I haven't signed yet. There's no relief pitchers down here, I don't think, that were worth anything. And then closing pitchers, I mean, there's K-Rod, but yeah, no, let's not go ahead and sign K-Rod. He's a little bit too old for the direction of this team. You know what? Jose Quintana is also a good player. And Dallas Keuchel. I thought these, for a second, I thought I was on relief pitchers. Never mind. Yeah, Rendell Delgado is a good guy. But you know what? Let's go ahead and keep simulating. Devin Mesoraco goes to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim on a 5-year, $67 million deal. And then Cody Allen also goes to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim for 4 years at $27.8 million. So trying to beef it up there in Los Angeles. And Dallas Keuchel goes to Los Angeles. So they probably lost a bunch of guys or just didn't sign a bunch of guys. So you know what? Yeah, that's probably how they're getting all these guys. And the Mets signed Wilson Ramos to a 3-year, $35.7 million deal. So let's go ahead and God, I'm so confused. Did they automatically offer one of our guys at $7.9 million? I don't know why that's still pending. I'm so confused. This has been like such a weird franchise mode to do because and the Diamondbacks get DJ LeMahieu. Brian Dozier goes to the Angels as well. So the Angels either let everybody go and then sign them in free agency or is just signing every freaking player in free agency. Ian Kinsler went to the Brewers, and there we go. So the 40-man roster must be set, so let's go ahead and set that. We currently have one guy in single A on the 40-man roster. Eric Davies. You know what? Let's go ahead and remove him from the 40-man roster. There we go. So we have 2 more spots that we can go ahead and dish out to guys like Tom Green. Oh, yeah, Sean, yeah, that guy we got in the trade, we can throw him on there. And then Mitre, he's already on there. These are just potential players that I want to have on the 40-man so that they don't get scooped up. Ronnie Cagle, perfect. Matt Manning, all right. Jahmai Jones, Julio Alonso, Brandon Marsh, add him to the 40-man roster. And I believe, yep, that should be it. All right, we are all set. And what happened here? Angels have gotten Dozier. Angels are getting everybody, too, so they're trying to compete out there in LA for the best roster. Let's see. Damn, that's a good roster. It's not fantastic, but it's very solid all around. Like if the Dodgers roster, I just can't believe that. I'm just dumbfounded. That's one GM that knows exactly what they're doing over there in Los Angeles. Let's go ahead and keep simulating up here. White Sox are offering us a trade, so we would trade away Miguel Andujar and right fielder Billy McKinney for second baseman Carlos. No, I would never do that trade. Get out of here, Chicago. Let's go ahead and simulate up through the second, and nope. Let's go ahead. There we go. And the Rule 5 draft, go to the draft. I don't foresee myself taking anybody, but you know what? We'll go ahead and see what's available. Nobody wants anybody. All right, and did we not get to pick? So why didn't we get to pick there? Does anybody know? If you guys know why I didn't get a pick in the Rule 5 draft, go ahead and let me know, but I'm just confused as to why I didn't. I'm a little bit upset by that. To leave me off in the cold, not being able to play with everyone else. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm getting a little bit over dramatic now. So let's go ahead and keep going. You know what? Let's go ahead and, just get to the end of, end of December here. Simulate through December. JD Martinez is traded to the Giants from the Royals for Christian Arroyo and Chris Stratton. And Tigers acquired, that just did 2 different trades at once. Rougned Odor is traded for 2 prospects, probably. Let's go ahead and, what is the quick menu? What is it telling me here? Waiver period is ended. All right, that's fine. I don't need to worry about the waiver wire. And then let's simulate through February here. Astros are offering us a trade. They will give us relief pitcher Dan Otero for catcher Kellen Deglin. No thank you to that trade. He's 34. I mean, I'd do it for Chris Davinsky, but no thank you on that one. So let's go ahead and continue simulating. Tomorrow is the last day to renew. If they are not renewed, continue. Yes. All right, and we are now in spring training. And there we go. Our budget looks fine. I don't know why we had that that 17.9 million. It said a still unsigned contract was worth 17.9 million. So I'm kind of confused as to why it said that. But we're all set there, so we can go ahead and check out how the rotation is looking and how the lineups are looking. Let's see here. Masahiro Tanaka still at a 91. All right, and Tom Green is up here now. So Selman is actually the odd man out in the starting in the bullpen. Actually, Ryan Dull is up to an 81. Love to see it. There we go. And then Corey Gearin's up to an 81. Batanzas is at an 88. Nate Jones is at an 86. Boy, wow. He grew to an 86. Are you serious, or was he unhappy in free agency? I know that happened to me one time in my NHL GM mode, but. Bruce Rendon, Tyler Clippard. You know what? Let's go ahead and Bruce Rendon. Go ahead and flip you with Dylan Betances here. There we go. I'm actually really liking this bullpen now, guys. It looks really good. Maybe a guy like Willie Peralta or a guy like Robert Selman can go ahead and be traded away. You guys let me know what you think about that. But there's our starting rotation. Tanaka, Pineda, Nola, Severino, and Bauer will be the starting rotation. And as far as lineups, give me a second, boys, and I will go ahead and set all these lineups, and I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back, and here are the lines. Here's the lineup for right-handed pitchers versus DH. I'll show you all of them in just a second. But we have Clint Frazier, a potential center fielder, leading off. He's got decent contact and pretty good speed. God, I hit B, damn it. And his discipline's up there at 80, so I have a good feeling that he's going to have a good on-base percentage. And we'll follow it up with Michael Conforto, who's also got a good discipline and hits quite well against righties, actually. Manny Machado will bat third against righties, and Gary Sanchez will bat fourth, with Franco batting fifth. Gregorius as the DH at sixth. Gleyber Torres, well, actually, never mind. Gregorius is at 7, with Torres at 6. Aaron Judge will bat 7th or 8th. And then Mateo will bat 9th. I mean, he's super fast, but his hitting kind of needs to get up there for me. So hopefully his hitting will grow, but he'll be like a second leadoff man down there. And not much changes, except Machado is a 99 now. Are you kidding me? That is amazing to me. That is absolutely incredible. All right, so versus with no DH, which we're not going to have very often, nothing much changes. I actually should switch that back. Not much should change. There we go. Move Gleyber Torres up. And there we go. Perfect. And then against lefties, Gleyber Torres is leading off because he's got decent speed, really good vision, and good discipline. And decent contact up at 72. And then we'll follow him up with Maikel Franco, who's got good vision and decent discipline. And his power versus lefties is up there. His contact is not where you want it to be, but we don't really have a lot of guys that can hit against lefties. Gary Sanchez here is in the 3rd spot, and then Manny Machado is in the 4th spot. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Manny Machado is in the 3rd spot, and Gary Sanchez is in the 4th spot just because I like Machado's contact to be 3rd, because you want your best hitter batting 3rd. Then Aaron Judge here. You know what? I'm going to flip him and Sanchez because he's a much better hitter against lefties than I thought he was. So you guys are actually seeing the on-the-fly changes. Michael Conforto following Gary Sanchez. Then Clint Frazier after Conforto, then Didi Gregorius, followed up by Jorge Mateo, and nothing much changes when we don't have a DH. So there we go, guys. Those are all the lineups and the rotations. Really, really good offseason for us, and I'm really, really excited to get into next season. But that's where I'm going to end the video now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one.